Learning at schools in Rotorua is an opportunity for me to make connections and network, albeit with MOE personnel, finding out about the latest developments, my National E-Learning Advisory colleagues, ICT-PD colleagues and facilitators, and former teachers and principals that I've worked with. So using the LNP model, I'm going to reflect on my time in Rotorua. For me, new learning. Moodle. Although I knew about Moodle, I now have a site and the opportunity to play and create. Time will tell. I listened to two teachers from Katikati College talking about putting everything online and access for children. Their school provides computer access through the library, labs, and a one-day borrow system. When questioned further about disadvantaging children without computer access, the reply was, why should I lower the bar and teach to the lowest common denominator? Powerful statement, and one that I felt linked in with Andy Hargrave's opening keynote. I also met with Paul Seiler and talked about LMS providers, and I'm going to attend one of Paul's LMS workshops in August. What did I know but now can see a purpose for? Cumulative audio recordings of children's reading. Powerful for teachers to listen to, I knew that. Powerful for children to listen to, and powerful as an accumulative record. When they are reading unseen text, children are focused on reading, not listening, and so therefore the audio recording was a very powerful tool for both me as a teacher, the child and the parents, and so easy to burn onto CD at the end of the year or term. Open source software and all the Web 2 applications that are exploding from open source. However, at the end of the day, I have to say, okay, they look flash, but what difference will this make to children's learning? What's in it for the kids? I've been reading Thomas Friedman's The World is Flat. I could make lots of links between his book and the connections with Andy Hargrave's keynote. I went to one of Andy Hargrave's workshops, and it was interesting to compare the three waves of teaching and learning. The teachers in the 21st century, he referred to as the noughts, have lived through the old curriculum documents, the draft curriculum, the revised curriculum, and now the New Zealand curriculum. They live and teach with change, which has made them more flexible thinkers. They live with this continual change, and it doesn't faze them. A bit like our students, really. They just adopt. Check out Sarah Jones's Lunchbox blog. Sarah works in the ministry and has responsibilities for research in e-learning. She talks there and has a great summary of Andy's keynote. What do I promise to put into practice? Well, I intend to work on my Moodle learning environment. I also talked with Warren Hall, who's my neighbour, who works with CORE, and we plan to have an hour or so for PD on a Friday afternoon when we are both in Blenheim, just as a way of stretching our minds around new ideas, talking over the fat, and some new hands-on learning. Bring it on this Friday. One of my workshops was around using cell phones, and I presented this as a means of data collection through pics, audio and video. I learned a lot from a chap who came along and had a chat with me, showed me what his company does. I found this exciting, new learning and a way forward with the idea. I have also made face-to-face connections with Toni Twiss and discussed her research, ubiquitous information around student use of cell phone. So, for me, it's just capitalising on what I know, constructing and moving forward.